FM,
DAB,
and online at bbc.co.uk/Berkshire.
This is BBC Radio Berkshire.
So, that was Ladies' Day. What about today and tomorrow? Big crowds expected, but quite a lot of rain and wind around. Rachel Drewer knows about hats. Hello, Rachel.
Good morning, Andrew.
Milliner from Overton near Basingstoke. We were thinking of calling this bit of the show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? A milliner.
Oh.
But you've probably heard that before, I should think. It's going to be blowing a gale, right?
Indeed it is, yes.
Can you make sure that the beautiful and expensive hat that you've either bought or hired for this stays on your head? Can you make sure it stays there with a collection of fierce pins?
Well, of course, Andrew, the crucial point is to make sure that your hat has been designed to stay on in the wind. But, you know, at this late stage in the game, the main thing is to anchor it down. So if you're wearing a sort of traditional crown and brim style hat that you'll see on the Queen, then you can use a hat pin.
Yes.
And that comes in from the outside of the hat, goes against your scalp, and then back out the other side. And that will make sure that it stays in place. If you're wearing a sort of smaller percher style that you'll see on Kate Middleton, the Duchess of Cambridge, on the front or the side of the head, then that's probably on an elastic. And you'd want to anchor that down with some Kirby grips and lots of hairspray.
Some Kirby grips? What's a Kirby grip?
A hairpin.
Right.
Or a, what do you call it? A slide. I don't know.
Okay, right, okay. So it's just all about anchoring it down. And you know, even if you've got quite a substantial hat,
yeah,
they don't tend to be that heavy, do they, I suppose? So it's not likely to be blown off your head as long as you've got enough pins in.
Although, Andy, I don't think it's so much to do with the weight. Sometimes the size of the brim, you know, almost acts like a sail and will catch the wind, even if it's quite well fitted to your head. So you do need to be careful there. But as I said,
so it's possible you could be blown away like in some kind of fairy story. Actually, end up on top of Windsor Castle or something.
Andy, I did go to a wedding where the mother of the bride was standing on a bridge. Her hat was blown off and landed in the moat. So, you know, what can you do?
Did she laugh? Everyone else would have laughed. Did she laugh?
She didn't look too amused. I think I might have had a sneaky giggle because I thought it was hilarious. Yes,
I bet. Has it been a busy week for you?
Oh, yeah, well, always very busy time of year for us milliners, up early, late to bed, stitching away, but it's great. I mean, such a celebration of British millinery, and of course, this year, the big story being the change of the rules at Ascot.
Yeah, everyone's got to dress up properly.
Exactly. So in the Royal Enclosure, you know, you're no longer allowed to wear these little fascinators, you know, just a few feathers on a comb.
That's probably good, isn't it? I mean, you know, the fascinators, it sort of had its day. It went through a little phase of being very trendy, but I think it's been, Anne was saying this on her programme yesterday afternoon from Ascot, it's quite nice to see the full hats back, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, you know, I've been glued to the telly while I've been doing my sewing, and it's just wonderful to see this, you know, the explosion of colour and styles and shapes and ladies looking amazing. You'll see how it really pulls together an outfit. So
I love your story, Rachel. You know, I should tell everyone, Rachel used to work in the city. She used to be a banker type, and she gave all that up to go and make hats because it was what you wanted to do.
Well, yeah, indeed. I just had to follow my heart, Andrew, you know, and I'm just desperate to make things, and I'm just delighted to be working now in this industry because it's so creative and you meet some wonderful people.
And have you ever regretted that? Because there's a reason people go into the city, you know, to make a lot of money probably, but also it's a very exciting environment and there's lots to be said for it. So have you ever thought when you've been, you know, sitting there in Overton making your hats or I hanker after those days of excitement?
Oh, well, no, but my life now has excitements of its own, Andrew, and the reward is so great when I see a lady looking amazing and she, you know, almost has tears in her eyes and says, Rachel, I feel like $1 million. So, no, I mean, it's wonderful, and I haven't looked back.
Really, really nice story. Thanks ever so much, Rachel.
Not at all. Nice to speak to you.
It's Rachel Drewer from Overton who makes hats.